then we can start adjusting things. Data update. Headphones are not. Check. There they are. Blasting out my eardrums. That was a quick data update. And visual. Looks good, looks good. Does it sound good is the question. It does indeed. So, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order. I thought we were about to get an introductory cinematic there with the little delay it gave us. But, we're back. It's Monday, August the 26th. And that means, since there is still no events, another interlude spree will be done today. Just a few things, though. Advanced Quests Part 8 have been added. I could do those, but they're kind of short. In my NYC 2024 until, I believe that is Thursday. Yeah, until Thursday, Gil is on Rate Up. Cool. I've already got you, Gil, so no need to worry. That was to celebrate Anime NYC this past weekend. An event has been announced. Upcoming event, the Great Tea Ceremony Battle, Guda Guda Nu Yamatai Koku, the Man Who Returned from Hell. That's a mouthful. It's coming soon. It is coming early, September 2024. Guda Guda returns once again, so makes this the Great Tea Ceremony Battle. How the heck is Tea Ceremony a battle? You can't fight at a tea ceremony. Also, who and what came back from hell? Who knows? Anyway, get excited for the Guda Guda Nu Yamatai Koku. Coming early September 2024, you do need to complete Lost Belt number 4 to participate in the event. There is a trailer available. I'm not going to watch it, though, just in case of spoilers, because I have nothing of knowledge on this event. There looks to be Himiko, an unknown servant, and advance notice for the event servants. Pretty much every Guda Guda servant, and Medusa, because Medusa's just part of the Guda Guda gang at this point, I feel. Alright. Cool. Then there is the Back to School campaign for Koyan of the Light and Salter. They're both on the rate up. Already got both, so no need to worry there. And the actual campaign itself is a 20-day log-in bonus if you log in 7 days in a row. Or 20 quarts log-in bonus if you log in 7 days in a row. That's proper grammar. Double friend points. Start dash rewards have been doubled, so that doesn't affect me. The September exchanges are the following: Divine Ley Lines, Homunculus Babies, Ghost Lanterns, Proofs, or Spinal Fluid. And 5-star experience card sets have been added to the the Manic Prism Exchange. So, the 4-star experience card set has been reduced in cost from 40 to 15. That's pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure that is all the little bits of news here. We'll claim our login bonus for Anime NYC, the Back to School campaign, yep, stuff about Advanced Quest 8, Master Missions, blah blah blah. Alright. Let's claim our exchange tickets. Of course, we're going to be getting some rainbow threads because that is what we are low on. And then we just claim our login bonuses next. Oh, what fun it is to claim so many login bonuses. And that's all. Why am I missing? Did I miss a day? No, I don't... There's no way. I must have accidentally... Did I miss a day? Hang on, did I miss a day of logging in or something? No, I didn't. So how am I missing one? Unless that's on day 5, that would make sense, yeah. Okay, never mind, I'm just dumb. Alright, so login bonuses have been claimed. We have AP. I'm going to just really quickly show off that I have been slowly and steadily working my way through the Trom things. Still have a fair bit to go, but again, I'm not going to be doing those on stream anymore. They just feel like they are a little bit, what's the word here, repetitive? Not really repetitive, but you know what I mean. So, we are going to be going to the Chaldea Gate, though first, get rid of the randos. Sorry, randos, you can follow me, but unless you come to the stream, We cannot be friends. That's gonna be in stock forever. And everything else is already checked out, so I don't know why it said something new. Cool. Alright, so now we can go and do some interludes. We have 45 available. Okay, it does look like the Road to Lost Belt 4 stuff is gone, so we can do Rama's first interlude here. We're going to just start going in order, I think. Though I'm going to really quickly check to see if anybody high up on the waifu category is here. Not in particular. So we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. Starting here with Rama, Vishnu's test. This is going to cost us 60 AP total, it looks like, and this is taking place in the American Singularity. This is probably an early game one, so I can't imagine it is going to be too challenging. And go over to party number 1, which is essentially the interlude party now. And we want Rama. Rama Chameleon. I don't know. There he is. Alright. So, let's get this party started. You know what, we should probably work this still. I'm so close to having every Mystic Code leveled up. At least I was until these two both came in. Those two. So I'm at 3 Mystic Codes that need to be leveled up. I hope we don't get any more anytime soon, because that would just crush me a small bit. Rama. Who calls me? It is I, Vishnu. Rama, awaken. Oh crap, Vishnu? Crap. My sincerest apologies. Rama, how has everything been going since Soul summoned you? Is there anything you feel is missing, or do you have any immediate concerns? It's tech sport. No, Master is always kind to me. Master treats me not as a king, not as his retainer, but as a friend. I have not had any complaints since I've been summoned. I see, that was a quick response. How about during battle? I'm all good on the fighting front. I would love to show you my power, Vishnu. Oh, really? Is that so? That's some big talk. I never took you for the type to talk that way. Vishnu? Rama, oh Rama. Think back, Rama. Back to when you manifested as a servant, to when you were given your noble phantasm. Are you talking about another different noble phantasm than my Brahmastra? Vishnu Bazu, the arm of the Great One. Oh. Rama, oh Rama. You have forgotten the noble phantasm with my name. You forgot? You can't use it. I'm terribly sorry, Great Vishnu. No, that won't do, will it? That's the deal, Rama. Did you really not realize until I just reminded you that your noble phantasm was sealed? What have you got between your ears? Marshmallows? Absolutely not. I didn't forget. It's just, well, I've never encountered any enemies strong enough to require using your power. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, knowing your power. Then I suppose you must not have any use for this noble phantasm either. Even without your Brahmastra, you'll be fine. But please don't go, Great Vishnu. I was mistaken. Please at least leave my Brahmastra. Very well, if you're that desperate, I shall give you a chance. However, understand that to succeed, you must repeatedly shout my favorite word. Yes, certainly and swiftly. Very well, that is the lifestyle you must always be mindful of. They say that swiftness and decisiveness are most important to a soldier. Now then, I have somewhere for you to travel to with your master. There you will find the trial I have set for you. Know this, should you fail in this trial, you will no longer receive my blessing. You can count on me. You must always mind me and never again forget me. Use your noble phantasm properly. Early. And that's why we need to go there. And that was my dream. Please, Master, you gotta help me. Nash, you too. Well, in that case, do gods really act like that? Well, actually, the being I spoke to is both the Great Vishnu and not Vishnu at the same time. It's the Vishnu that I envision, since I've never actually met them personally. Besides, the Great Vishnu who appears in my dreams doesn't seem to have fully formed personality, and it may be a bit wacky. But this is much I am certain of. I receive a message from the Great Vishnu whenever I lose my way or forgot something. It could have been my subconscious trying to make me realize that I had unknowingly blinded myself to something. Or perhaps the real Great Vishnu is truly sending me a message. I'm honestly not sure. So you have no clue. Pretty much. Regardless, I'm sure there is some truth to the notion that something is about to happen to me. Romani! True, there may be some truth in Rama's dream. Doctor, what do you mean? A few hours ago, a minute singularity formed, and we detected it in America, on the island of Alcatraz. Alcatraz, huh? That's where Sita was. That place must have something to do with my dream. With the 6th and 7th singularities remaining, leaving it alone could endanger humanity. Let's take care of it swiftly. Roger that, Doctor. Obviously, you'll take me with you, right? Sure, why not? Ah, my friend. Foe! What is it, Foe? You're saying it's a friendship of self-interest. That can't be true, Foe. Right, Master? Friendships must be true. Anyway, let's get it move on. Quickly. Our trial awaits? Probably. Ah, the classic Great Shift animation. Trial, huh? Now that I reflect back, it seems like my life was full of them. According to the Ramayana, Rama was first exiled from his homeland when he was a prince. Indeed. My stepmother, Kaiki, suspected that I would treat her unfairly if I became king. Most conspiracies have their genesis in tiny doubts. I count myself lucky that I wasn't killed, at least. Luckily, my younger brother, Lakshmana, also came with me. It felt like I was heading out on a long journey rather than getting exiled. And above all, since I had Sita with me, my exile wasn't so bad. And if I remember correctly, Bharata, who was supposed to be king, refused to ascend to the throne and waited for you. Yes, I was fortunate in all respects. I must admit that the fun was confined to the beginning of my journey, though. Everything went downhill after Sita was taken. Hey, Master. You fight all your battles to restore humanity. I have no hesitation offering my life to that purpose. However, had I been summoned for a proper Holy Grail war, I may have wished for the following. To change the past. To undo the past where Sita was taken from me. That's deep, man. Rama. It's true that a normal Holy Grail war might be able to grant that wish. But it could create various distortions. For example, Sita may not have been taken, but the curse may still be there. Excuse me. Or perhaps in consequence of your group being saved, your homeland may have met a different fate. Distortion, huh? I suppose that's what happens when things are changed. Ooh, good neck pop. In any case, that's all hypothetical. Let's concentrate on the matter at hand. We've arrived at the coast. This was where we were headed to Alcatraz by boat. It feels so long ago. I wonder if the old man we met back then as well. I hear he's in good health, but I had him evacuated because this place is about to become a battlefield. A hero sent to test me. Indeed. I'm King Rama of Kosala. Hero that I must overcome, please show yourself. Karna! Understood, I have every intention of doing so eventually. It can't be. Karna! I'm your first trial. I shall demonstrate a piercing stare. I mean, the proper bearing of a hero. A real hero kills with his eyes. King of Kosala, receive my Brahmastra. Got it. If you're my first opponent, then I have no complaints. I'll push my power to its limits. Let's do this, Master. So, I think this is just a quartz interlude, is it not? Or is it an NP one? I honestly don't know. Well, so much for my plan of using my NP to finishing this off right away, because I thought it was just going to be Karna. B. I feel like it's B, A, Q. Good hits, good hits. Nice and easy interludes from the early days. I have no idea when I even leveled up Rama either, so I don't know how long I've been sitting on this, so... yeah, it's something. Could have done a BAQ with the NP, but that would have been a little bit of overkill. And while there's no kill quite like it, I need to save it for Karna with no break bar, right? Oh! Maybe this isn't as early as I thought? Why do... This is clearly an early game interlude, so why does Karna have a break bar? That doesn't make sense. Karna's weaker without his break bar. And we've got everybody still here. So this is a game set match. Good job, Rama. Woo! Rama! Lots of bones. Excuse me. Alright, next one has an archer. That's gonna make this a little more challenging, but we'll be fine. Second verse, same as the first. Splendid. This is the end. I've seen enough of your indestructible blade. I wish I could emulate the valiant and yet disarmingly honest moves that you retain as a result of being summoned as an inexperienced hero. Ooh, inexperienced. Oh, he's calling you out there, Rama. What you gonna do about it, huh? 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 What you gonna do about it, Rama? That's right, nothing. Move on to the second trial, but proceed with caution. It may not be as easy as this one. Ominous words. Ooh. Thank you, Lord Karna. It was an honor to cross blades with a famed hero like you. Compared to the hero waiting at the second trial, I was but a trifling opponent. Go. Board the boat. So probably Arjuna is my guess. A great hero that Karna thinks might make a hero. Tongue got tangled. A hero that Karna thinks makes him seem insignificant. Don't you think he's being humble? Do you think he's being humble? Karna is quite modest. I hope that's all it is. These are, after all, heroes gathered specifically for this trial. Which means the next hero is Arjuna. Master, watch out! Why would he aim for me? An arrow. Sorry. So, we're looking for an archer. You're correct. I'm the gatekeeper for this second trial. Rest assured, I will not allow my personal feelings to interfere with this trial. No matter what happens in the past, even if I was on your side, please do not think too much of it. You're up against Arjuna. Now, show me this indestructible blade of yours. I will judge whether you are worthy of wielding it. It has feelings of an early game interlude, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know. It's hard to tell. B-A-Q. Oof. Stretch. Stretch. BAQ, please go Castoria. Go Castoria. Go Castoria. Yeah! BAQ again, yeah. Just keep doing BAQ. It's the best combo there is in the game next to BBB. And that's only really applicable when you've got the right setup. BAQ again. strength break bar, though that's gonna make this a bit of a troublesome thing. Throw an invincibility up on him, just so we're a little safer. Okay. I think I gotta go a Buster Chain. Do this as well for a crit strength buff. Didn't help. It took a star. How did it take a star away from you, Rama? What the frick, man? And you don't even crit. Come on, dude. That's kind of pathetic, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of pathetic, Rama. Let's get some NP going here, and then I'd love to guarantee a Brave Chain for Cass, but I can't. So we'll do this. Get at the very least survival against. How? Did he remove my buffs? Arjuna. Baka. Well, this got a little bit more challenging now, didn't it? Whatever, let's get a defense boost. Go BAQ so we can generate some stars for the next round. And we need to hope he does not fully charge here. If he fully charges, we are in trouble. Okay, there's no... I need to NP here, actually. I was gonna say there's no point in NPing, but... Get some evasion going here. Throw an invincibility on Waver as well. And Gate of the Sky. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Get some attack boost. Again, I gotta go Scotty here for this one because she's got a Brave Chain, and we need those crits, man. I forgot we had Merlin still in the back lines. We're fine. I was worried for nothing. We've got the meme master Merlin in the house. Alright, go for the most crit chances here. Okay, final battle is Lancer, Berserker, Archer. So, Karna and Arjuna at the same time. Oh boy, I'm so in trouble. Maybe. Possibly. Well, it seems you passed. Something is still missing, but that's hardly a surprise. Of course, any heroic spirit would find himself lacking when standing in comparison to me. Don't you agree? Well, you're not entirely not correct, and not incorrect. Puzzling, which is it? Do you believe it's true or not? That may have been somewhat childish of me. Rama, you are quite perplexing. You overcame so many trials in your lifetime, and in doing so you became a full and complete hero. Had you not been summoned as your youthful self, these trials now would be unnecessary. You may be right. It's possible that I could be summoned as an older king, one who would remember Sita, but had also come to terms with what happened to her. Had that version of me been more compatible with Master, it might have been summoned. But it appears this is the form that was best suited to my Master. And knowing that makes me happy. How heartwarming. I mean, that is precisely why one must grow stronger, even servants. That is the purpose of this trial. Grow stronger, Lord Rama. Okay. I shall bid you farewell. The final hero awaits. He will be your greatest challenge of all. He is not one to hold back. A hero who doesn't hold back. I wonder who that could be. Should be alright. Karna and Arjuna were both great and famous heroes. And you defeated both of them, Rama. You should have more confidence as you go forward. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm ready for anyone. No matter who the opponent, I'll squash them. Oh, what's this? It seems a yammering mongrel approaches. What? Gil? Okay, Gilgamesh. I mean, he does have the ship from Hindu mythology. I can't remember the name of it, but he does have that ship of his that he can travel the stars with, so maybe this isn't too surprising. Nothing to be surprised about. You summoned me here. I am Gilgamesh, king of heroes, and I will crush you underfoot. Battle with sabers. Any saber never fails to excite me. Gilgamesh, they always leave the greatest challenge for last. Do you think this trial is just about going up against a tough opponent? Wrong. The true trial isn't just a matter of defeating me, as if a mongrel like you could ever defeat the likes of me. I see he's still completely full of himself. One who still needs to prove his strength through battle will be of no use in the restoration of humanity. So show yourself.
Rama, Lord Rama, is that you?
Sita, that voice, it can't be. Sita.
Yes, it is I. It seems the great Vishnu arranged for me to be summoned on this land once again.
I'm so glad. Excited, are you not, King of Kosala? Why do you think your wife is on my side? She's our enemy, isn't she? Exactly. Your final trial is a trial of love.
Lord Rama, the great Vishnu has lifted our curse. We can be together now. Forever.
What? That is most generous of Vishnu. I'm grateful, sincerely. But Sita, why are you on his side?
The great Vishnu was kind enough to not only lift our curse, but also grant my wish. I wish that my Lord Rama would never be hurt, would be spared these endless battles. Please, join us, Lord Rama. Leave the restoration of humanity to the others. If there are as many heroes as the stars in the sky, but as one fewer, we should be able to have our peace, to have our happiness.
Are you saying that I can be with you as long as I break my contract with Master?
Yes, it is I.
Then I know that you are fake. I could never deserve such a reward without overcoming my trials. Oh?
If you're calling me a fake, then the same must be true of you.
This is not about being a servant or a heroic spirit. First of all, you're not even a servant. Yeah, I know. I understand and I know this is an offer I must refuse. But well, you know, Master. I get it. I don't really, but I'm gonna just be encouraging. Hey, Lyric, welcome to the stream. How'll be things. Rejecting loved ones is so hard. How in my past life, even if it was to avoid unnecessary bloodshed? How did I manage to go through with this?
I see, so you mean to reject me?
Even though his rank and heroic spirit is far beneath mine, he does not waver in his beliefs. Impertinent mongrel. I can't do it, Sita. That is one thing I cannot do. To break my contract with Master would mean doing the same thing I did to you, Sita. I know I'm not supposed to let go this time. What will you do, Queen? You heard what your husband said.
If he rejects my love, then the only thing left to do is to devour him. That's my only option.
Getting ready for uni right now. Pretty sleepy, though. Oof. Yeah, I feel that. I remember having to be up early for uni and stuff, but I'm doing alright. I'm kind of waiting on word from the director of the program that I'm in. It's a very long story that is kind of difficult for me to tell, but yeah, I'm just waiting on word from the director of the program I'm in to get a status update on how to proceed further with this current semester. But beyond that, I'm doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. And Sita is transforming into a shadowy ghost. What?
Does it look like Gilgamesh is also surprised?
While humanity's on the brink of collapse, this sort of strangeness is to be expected. Now, small king of a smaller nation, it's time for you to face your final trial. This monster and me. Yeah, let's do this. Brahmastra, shine like you did back then. BAQ. Classic combo. But if you are sleepy, Lyric, you should probably get some rest. Especially if it's with regards to university. School is definitely a big, important thing, so definitely you're going to want to be well rested for it. Just saying. Speak from long bit of experience here. Experience indeed. And let's start with Q this time, just to generate some quick stars for the next wave. Break bars! Woo! This is not gonna be fun! This is not gonna be fun. Rama, please kill the huge ghost that is your lover / wife. Okay, so far so good. Let's just get some more. Don't think that's what Rama sounded like. Sounds a lot like Mordred. My interpretation of... Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I definitely hear Mordred more there than Rama. Definitely get what you're saying. I was about to say, my interpretation of Rama? I haven't given my interpretation of Rama. But no, that does sound like Mo, doesn't it? Interesting. And now it's to Gil. Of course we get a BAQ. Why not? Do that. Gotta do it. Gil is gonna smack hard, though. I need one Castoria at least to survive this turn. Conceded. Oh, thank God. I don't... I don't need my NP. You know what? I changed my mind. I want a little bit of NP. Make up your mind, Gilgamesh, man. Let's do a BAQ. And of course, Castoria, that still has her NP, gets deleted! Get the NP build up on Rama so he can hopefully survive. Throw the invents on Scotty. Rama, live. Please eliminate this break bar. Please. Here we go! This is gonna hurt. Whew, man, that really hurt my squad. Everybody took a lot of damage there. Rama just about got deleted there. Alright, so do that. Let's reduce the cooldown so he can get his charisma. And Brave Chain! It's gonna be close. Rama will not get the killing blow, but I think we'll be fine. Yep, Rama, sadly, the killing blow will not go to you. It will instead go to Castoria, who will take revenge for all the creepiness the original Gil did towards Artoria. Okay. Yep, tap, 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 tap. Lots of jewels and lanterns. Da da dun dun dun. Battle's over. You may be bleeding from 100 wounds, but your trial is over.
Rama, my dear Rama.
Next time we meet, I'll go see you. I'll be sure to walk tall and proud.
Okay. If you tell the real Sierra, she'll likely
jump ya. Sheesh, I heard somewhere that even Lancers, better known as dogs, prefer to stay out of lovers' spats.
Lancers?
You had to be there. Anyway, this is the end of your trial. Young king of a small nation, it's alright to agonize over this kind of thing, but not in public. Understand? Trials. This might have been for the best. This body and psyche of mine are both still immature. A fake Sita agitating me so much proves that. But hear me out, Master. I will show you my strength in overcoming adversity. And if that helps me grow stronger to protect you and Sita, that just means I'm going in the right direction. Now, Master, our journey to restore humanity continues. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Let's go. Two quartz and profile update. And that's all. That's all for Rama. Alright. More interludes. Next is Sigurd. This will take 63, which will leave us down to 25. So then we might do Chiron, but let's do Sigurd. Depend on the battle you fight will depend on the choices you make during the scenario. Interesting. Very interesting. Surtur? Flashback, maybe? My inner flame continues to burn. It scorches my body, singes my heart, sears my passion, and sublimates my bliss. Even after all this time, my flames show not a single sign of deterioration. They reject the cold, and melt any snow or ice or snow that draws near. Even now, this power that lies within me burns as fiercely as ever. Yes, even now. Stew's ready, Sigurd. You're too kind, master. While we servants have no need for sustenance, I would be happy to partake, and there is enough to go around. Oh yes, there's plenty. So much that you'd be doing us a favor by helping us eat it. Fo-fo! I'm so sorry. I always seem to end up making it enough to feed a whole family when it's my turn to cook. I'm sure it would be great if there were a large number of us camping out, but when it's only a few of us, I always feel like I'm being careless and wasteful. And don't mind, it's like a decadent feast. Oh, that was kind of you to say, Master. That was a compliment, right? Indeed. Martha, you got a Santa form that is a chef. You are a good cook. Excuse me. This food is somehow heartwarming. Is this what home cooking usually tastes like? I'm not so sure. This is usually what meals were like back when I cooked for my own family. But I don't know if that alone qualifies it as home cooking. Oops, skipped a bit. Nope, come on. Still, as long as the food is hot and nutritious and everyone can relax and be themselves while they eat it, I think that's all you need. I see, I see. I ask because, as something of an older hero myself, I tend to forget what home cooking was like. You do? I do. You see, well, my mother did raise me. Stop that. Didn't your mother teach you not to talk with your mouth full? A great hero should be setting a much better example. Yes, you're right. My apologies. Proceeds to just go right back to it. Oh, Sigurd. Now he's savoring every bite. Oh, so he does change his demeanor. Gotcha. Well, that doesn't mean we need to eat in complete silence either. I'm happy to talk during meals, as long as we don't do so while chewing. Good point. My father, the great warrior Sigmund, died in battle when I was still a baby. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Fortunately, I was not yet of fighting age, or he may have given me a baby bottle instead of a baby bottle. Foe? What? Why would you say such a thing? It doesn't even make sense. Ah, never mind. Let's just forget that last part. Forgive me. Once I get a joke in my head, I simply cannot stop myself from saying it. Even my beloved has told me less is more when it comes to my attempts at humor. At any rate, after my father's death, my mother took a new husband, and a blacksmith friend of the family was entrusted with my care. And that was... What was this blacksmith like? His name was Regin, and he raised me as though I was his own son. Was he strict? Of course. He had to be to ensure I would grow up to be a hero. Thus, I was trained to be a hero from a very young age. Sigurd flashback? I was taught swordsmanship, spear handling, archery, axe theory. Axe theory? Why isn't that a college course? I learned how to fight with every weapon under the sun, and I still hungered greedily for even more knowledge. My curriculum also included mandatory physical training. From sunrise to sunset, I would run non-stop across the plains without disturbing as much as a single blade of grass. I learned how to hunt beasts and how to incapacitate people. I mastered ways to defeat soldiers, warriors, and heroes, and how to fight on equal ground against those of more demonic nature. My training had begun practically the day I was born. As far as I can remember, I knew I was destined to become a hero, and had made my peace with it. But despite that, what you might think, I did not think of it as a burden. No, on second thought, I suppose I did. The words were out of my mouth before I knew what I was saying. I see, I don't blame you. I can only imagine how hard that must have been. Though I am surprised to hear you say that, Sigurd. You always seemed like the type to keep those kinds of things to yourself. True, I suppose I usually am, but in this case, I thought that with my beloved elsewhere and only a few comrades in arms I trust with my life here, I could permit myself a moment of vulnerability and share how I truly feel. Well, go on, keep eating. The food's certainly not getting any warmer after all. You caught Martha off guard. What did I just say? Still, can you blame me? I think anyone would be touched to be trusted so implicitly by someone from a different time and place. I do apologize if I embarrassed you. At any rate, I can scarcely imagine how hard that kind of life must have been for you. But if nothing else, I can certainly pray for you. Consider it a sign of respect for the conviction that helped you get through those hard times and become the hero you are today. You may well be right, Lady Martha. It was a difficult time in my life, to be sure. But since I would not be here today if I had I not experienced it, I can look back on it fondly. That being said, if I were to encounter Regin now, I have no doubt I would punch him right in his face again. Fo. Indeed. While we are on the subject, I would not normally tell you this next part, but since it's already part of my legend, I see no reason to refrain. Unfortunately, Regin deceived me. He planned to make off with the evil dragon's treasure after I slew it. Even if it meant killing me to get me out of his way.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Indeed, but by then he was no match for me, and I quickly turned the tables on him.
I see. You're very proud of that, aren't you?
Of course. I never thought of myself as a righteous hero. But surely, anyone who could stoop so low as to stab a child he raised in the back must be irredeemably evil. So I think my killing him in retaliation must therefore have been a righteous act.
Yes, you do have a point. There certainly isn't much good to say about a man who would betray his charge for riches. Do you hate Regin for what he did to you, Sigurd?
No, I don't think so. I don't have much love for him now, but I wouldn't say I especially hate him either. No, I don't hate him, but it did pain me that things turned out how they did. If nothing else, I do owe him a debt of gratitude for his work raising me to become the hero I became. And above all, I would have never met my beloved had he not set me on that path. I suppose it just goes to show that there is a thin line between good fortune and bad.
Don't you think you're being a little overly optimistic?
Now that you mention it.
Oh, come now. Surely there's no need to be shocked about it.
It's just that I'm usually so straight-laced that no one has ever called me optimistic before. I never even realized it until now. I see. So I'm an optimist. Arguably one of the best parts of being a servant is getting to better understand who we are even after we die. Now that you know you're an optimist, you should work on polishing your optimistic nature. I see. From where I stand, it appears you are also an optimist, Lady Martha. For it is through your heart of iron wrapped in gentle mercy that you bring hope to people everywhere. Oh? Not to mention, I suppose I am an optimist. But that's okay. I think it's much better to be an incurable optimist than bemoan the state of the world without doing anything to improve it. With that attitude, it is little wonder you became a saint. My hat is off to you. It's a little embarrassing hearing you praise me like that. Once again, I thank you once again for this meal, O Lord. At any rate, I'm still wondering if there truly is an evil dragon in this singularity. What do you make of it, Sieg? Sieg! They're definitely the same species as me. Well, that might not be entirely accurate. But whatever species they are, I can definitely sense them here. Also on a completely different subject, the stew is delicious, Martha. Thank you, Sieg. Make sure to season your bowl extra strong. I appreciate that. My tongue isn't as sensitive as humans, so I need strong flavors just to taste anything at all. This is really delicious. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, once you're done with dinner, we'll get back to searching, and this time we're going to find those dragons and take care of them once and for all. And by take care of, I mean comfort and lay them to rest with mercy and prayer. With a lineup like this, I don't see how we can lose. Indeed. Between two renowned dragon slayers like myself and Lady Martha, I feel sorry for our targets. Alright then, shall we get going? Let's do it! Right. I like to think that I've known for some time now how Siegfried fights. So I'm really looking forward to fighting alongside you for the first time, Sigurd. I see. Well, since one hero's duties is to live up to young boys' expectations for them, I'll have to do my best to show off what I can do then. I don't smile. I can't smile. I don't need to smile. I don't get angry. I can't get angry. I don't need to get angry. I don't get sad. I can't get sad. I don't need to get sad. Nor do I ever particularly wish for happiness. The blacksmith who raised me said that was fine. He said I was a weapon, a blade, a guardian meant to protect those who can't protect themselves. He also said if I was going to be a hero, I shouldn't try to develop a personality of my own, as doing so would only end in tragedy one day. Though his words stung, I cannot deny there was a hint of truth to them. If one were to assemble a group of 1 million people, 10,000 of them would no doubt be well above average. Let's say that from those 10,000, 100 of the very best were chosen. That would mean that were no fewer than 100 people who excelled in every possible way, mental, physical, and spiritual alike. And among those 100, there is one truly exceptional being. They may be descended from gods, bring miracles to life, have wills like solid steel, or possess inhuman power. I clicked. Those beings are called heroes. They are birthed by the tides of history and cultivated by the passions of their fellows. I expect that I, too, am one of them. As long as this power of mine can be of use to the world, I have no qualms about materializing and wielding my sword. But there is also something else, a niche that is somehow indescribably pleasant. Something about it feels nearly dreamlike. It's almost as if... Sigurd! Dragon. What happened? How could a warrior of your caliber become so distracted? Were you so nice and full from that delicious meal you got sleepy or something? No, nothing like that. Forgive me. I was simply a bit lost in thought. Well, thank goodness I was worried you had been hit with some sort of mental attack. Though in that case, I'm impressed you can afford to get lost in thought while we face such a fearsome opponent. I'm sorry. Rest assured I will do everything I can to allay your concerns starting right now. What are your orders, Master? Hit it hard and bring it down quick. Understood, then I will ask that you please send me more magical energy. Thank you, Master. Alright, Beast. How about you? We'll bring Sieg along, but, oh, my Siegfried. And then, where's my Martha here? Just because she's here, so she may as well. And then, we're gonna have the straight goated support here of Castoria and Wava. And we'll have the Meme Master Memelin bringing up the back lines. Alright. Two dragons. Dragon Killer heading out. Alright, sadly, I don't have an arts card here on him. Yeah, just do a BAQ here, everybody. Hopefully it's gonna be enough. Hopefully. And I sadly cannot get another NP off here just yet. It's gonna have to be an extra turn. Yeah, we should get an FP this turn. And that should be a game set match. Had we K-scoped, it probably would have been a two-turner, but it's fine. And just press all of Sigurd's buttons because it's fun. That was the wrong button to press on Sigurd, but it's fine. I don't know why I just got some Singularity Repair bonus quest stuff done, but I'm fine with it. There we go. All the creatures have been destroyed, Master. Great work, team. Thank you. Don't let your guard down just yet. We still haven't finished repairing the Singularity. And Sigurd, I think you still owe us an explanation for why you spaced out in the middle of battle. Yes, I suppose I do. Letting your mind wander in the heat of battle is inexcusable. Still, I got careless. I'm sorry. It's okay, these things happen, man. Surprised, I never thought I would see the day when you of all people slipped up. I was kind of surprised too. Fortunately, we were able to cover for your mistake this time, but we may not be so lucky next time. Still, whatever's going on, if you believe you can figure it out on your own now, please make sure you do so. I will. Don't worry, it won't happen again. Is something wrong? Oh no, it's nothing, just my imagination. Though for a moment there, it really did look to me like he was enjoying himself. I'm sensing more dragonkin a little further ahead. How many? There are lots of small ones, 2 medium-sized ones, and a big one. Based on everything I've sensed so far, I'm guessing the small ones are wyverns, the medium ones are dragons, and the big one is a Fafnir. Then perhaps the Singularity will go away once we take care of them. I think it probably will, yes, though of course that's easier said than done. These evil Fafnir dragons are always formidable foes I prefer to avoid, no matter how many times I've faced them. Indeed. Come to think of it, Siegfried says he doesn't remember anything about his own battle against Fafnir. He says even a single battle with stakes as high as those, where even one small mistake can lead to your death, is enough to drive a person to insanity. And since his went on for so long, he no longer has any recollection of how he managed to come out on top. It's true, that sort of thing is quite common in fiercely fought battles. While I also remember that I won my battle against Fafnir, I couldn't tell you how I did so, much as I wish I could. Well, I assume you at least used that sword against it. That much is certain, yes. Still, it's strange. I'm still remembered as a heroic dragon slayer to this day, even though it's been a staggeringly long time since I accomplished that feat. But right now I think I remember my ordinary life much more than I do that fearsome battle. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Now you really aren't sounding like yourself. Of course it's a good thing, Sigurd, of that I have no doubt. I hope you're right. Maybe the same will be true for this journey to save humanity as well, and I'll remember the ordinary days far better than I will my battles. It's probably a good thing. Just going out on a limb here. Do you think so, Master? I see, that's very reassuring. I might just be imagining things, but I'm sensing there are even more creatures up in the cave up ahead now than there were earlier. Well, that's not good. They must be birthing more to increase their numbers. That can't be right. How can they possibly grow up so fast? Anything is possible in a singularity. They may be close to a powerful ley line, or they may have attained the power of a Holy Grail. Either way, the sooner we eliminate the threat, the better. Roger, roger. Unknown. Okay, okay. Unknown foes. Many dragons. Yikes, they're absolutely everywhere. It's just like what happened in Orleans. We need to hurry or they'll start reproducing faster than we can eradicate them. Master! Sigurd, deal with the big one. Consider it done. We'll do our best in order to clear the way for you. Good luck, Sigurd. So this must be what the difference was. It would have been everybody against the small ones or Sigurd against the big one. I guess. Same thing. Okay, yep, this works. Second verse, same as the first. Ooh, break bar. This one might be a little bit more tricksy here, but we should be fine. Excuse me. Bah! Good hit. So we broke the first bar. I think we've got this. Yeah, this works too. B, B, A. Dun, dun, dun. Now. My demonic sword is complete. My ultimate technique is ready. The time of your demise is at hand. Bulk the Grum! You did it. The enemy has been completely vanished. Booyah! Wonderful job, everyone. It shouldn't be long before this singularity repairs itself now. Master. Shall we? Hell yeah, we shall. Oh. Woo. Woo! High five. What was that? It's called a high five. I'm no expert, but apparently it's some kind of ritual you do once a job's complete. Then I think I'll do the same. Woo! Woo. This is nice.
Great work today, everyone. Let's head back now, shall we?
Way to go, everybody. Thank you. Hey, Velvet, what the dragon doing? Sigurd's killing dragons, so you're gonna have to be specific, because a lot of dragons just died, but I'm doing fine myself. Just doing some interludes. How be the dear god doing? Strangely, I find myself smiling much more ever since coming to Chaldea. I can't yet tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Heroes aren't supposed to smile themselves. They're supposed to protect others' smiles. I don't remember if Rain told me that, or if I said it myself. But either way, the environment I'm in now is like nothing I could have imagined back when I was still alive. As a result, I think that maybe I may have grown a little weaker. Oh, only 5 AP. Still will not allow us to do the Dioscuries. Unfortunately. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. You must fulfill certain conditions in a set number of turns or you will be defeated. For this final bit of Sigurd's interlude. So please, give it to me straight, Master. Do you think I've gotten weaker? Not even a little. Master is right. You are every bit as strong as you ever were. Tell us, what in the world would make you think otherwise? So our Okitan's getting some points? Okie dokie. Well, for one, the fact that I let my guard down on the battlefield. But more significantly, it is the fact that I was once able to defeat Fafnir on my own. Yet this time I was unable to do so without the assistance of other servants. The only explanation I could think of was that I must have grown weaker. You're at 88.8k again. Indeed, indeed. Except there's also more points here in the chat as well, because I activated Stream Elements, which also gives its own form of points that you can use to challenge others to a duel that it just randomly you can only bet points on. I'm still working on getting point rewards set up for that as well. Woo! True, there are definitely cases where we servants are weaker than we were when we were alive. For example, as a saber, I can no longer use my Tarn Kappe. In a vacuum, one could indeed conclude that we have grown weaker. I knew it. However, it might sound contradictory, but I'm also certain I don't feel any weaker now than I did when I was alive. And the reason for that is our master. But how have things been, Velvet? How have things been? Well, him and the other companions alongside whom we fought. While these kinds of circumstances would never come during an ordinary Holy Grail war, they allow us to draw on this power. Yeah, we're better than mages. We saved the world. And, like, wiped out life on 5 others. So we're better than mages. I see, yes. You're right. Thank you, Lord Siegfried. How can I repay you for your help? And if you'd like to repay me, you can do so by sparring with me with a couple of people I know. Oh. In fact, this sparring session might be what might just help you truly understand what I mean. Good day. My name is Sigurd, and I'll be your sparring partner today. Hell yeah, Siegfried told me all about ya. This ought to get me another step closer to being a bona fide swordsman. I'm a caster, not a saber, but I still tend to get involved in a lot of sword fights. So I think this sparring session will be extremely educational for me. Something wrong, Sigurd? Oh, sorry. Not to worry. Everything is fine. Now, shall we get started? I'm gonna fight on their side, okay? Understood. Then let us begin. You have an appointment you're coming up that you're anxious about? I'm not gonna say don't be anxious, because anxiety can stem from multiple things, especially when it comes to a doctor's appointment. All I can really advise here is that it might not go as poorly as you think. You know? Just, you can focus on the trip now, rather than on the fact that when you're done with this appointment, then you can focus on the trip. Just also focus on the trip right now. Make plans. Distract yourself to help work that anxiety down a little bit. Don't fully push it aside, because it will happen, but you cannot let it overwhelm you, essentially. If you give in to the anxiety, then, well, it's never a fun time when you give in to anxiety. Trust me, I personally experienced that at the end of the spring semester when things happened. Definitely had a breakdown. In front of my professor and the teaching assistants. And they brought a guidance counselor even. I broke down so much. So, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have an anxiety attack. You're fast, but your strokes are all over the place. It's natural to hesitate at times when using multiple weapons. So your first step is to make choosing which one to use as natural as breathing. Yeah, that would definitely make focusing on things other than the anxiety difficult. I mean, distract. That's legitimately the only piece of advice I can think of giving, is to just try to do things that distract yourself. It's probably not the healthiest suggestion. The least healthy suggestion I could offer would be to stay up until you are bone dead tired and will literally pass out, so you don't end up spending hours laying awake in your bed, because I've done that before, and it's not fun trying to work on 3 or less hours of sleep. But I mean, it's probably not the healthiest thing, but sometimes it is what you gotta do. What is Sunhaven? I don't think I've heard of that one. Gotcha. You're mine. You're still overly reliant on Lord Siegfried's sheer strength. I can understand why you'd be in a hurry to end the fight, since you can only transform for a moment. But there's no need to rush. You still have plenty of breathing room to use that technique. Right. Ah! You're not hesitating, but that made your attack patterns too simplistic. An effective combat strategy relies on a mixture of both truth and lies, in order to come up with at least 3 options for attacking your opponent at any given time. Stardew Valley, but more fantasy-based. So, like, you grow mythical crops and raise mythical animals. Like, you raise griffins and minotaurs, and you plant mandrakes and ents. Although, would you plant an ent or raise an ent? Is an ent considered a plant for herbology, or a monstrous animal for care of magical creatures. I think we need, Mr. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them to answer this question. Because that sounds way too complicated for me. If it helps, you could try thinking of these options as conditional reflexes. Perhaps you could try assigning numbers to each move. For example, 4, 7, 2, 5. Could be something like that. Easy, right? They're both just stunned. You're an aquatic Amari, so a beast man. Ah, interesting. I think we still have a long way to go before I can start thinking like that. Well, there's nothing wrong with associating them with something else, either. Yeah, in that case, don't you think I could try thinking them as painting Sigurd? I'm just starting to get the faintest picture of how it would work here. So you're an aquatic, so you have an underwater farm, and you still grow griffins. Are they sea griffins? Or do you grow seahorses? What is a seahorse? Is it a giant seahorse or a small seahorse? Or do aquatic people ride on the backs of kelpies? So many questions. So little answers. I'm just starting to get the faintest picture of how it could work here. But I'm definitely way more familiar with paintings than I am numbers. In that case, I'll try thinking of my techniques as servant classes. That sounds fine to me. Alright, Siggy, what do you say we do this thing? I'll go first. Siggy? Alright, but I'll be going right after you. Come on, let's do it. That's it. Show me what you've got. Man, I love when they give a formation restricted battle. Like they say, you're going to have a restricted formation, and you'll get to choose your party before the battle. And then they just give us this. And why are they both NP2? They are welfare servants, damn it. They should be NP5. Four towns. Underwater, regular, elven, and a monster folk. There's no underwater farm, sadly, but maybe someday. I mean, I could definitely see it happening. It kind of just depends on how deep in development the game is. It sounds like it's a newer game. Yeah, the game itself didn't finish the event. Sadness. Tears. I cry every time. Alright, I think we do this because we have the classic combo here. Can you offer any form of assistance? No. Alright, B, A, Q. Three years ago? Is it still getting regular updates? Also, how the heck am I supposed to win this fight? Well, then an underwater farm is entirely possible. I mean, Stardew Valley came out how many years ago, and it's still receiving updates, so I definitely can see it happening. Oops, I totally clicked the NP there. Going with Archer. Cold clothing in the moonlight. Sieg. I kind of just wasted your thing, because Hokusai still has another NP. She's training. Look out, Sigurd. She's chaining her attacks together. She's starting to believe. Oh, by the way, Velvet, you played Cult of the Lamb, did you not? I heard something about a recent update or something that's added a goat, I think? I haven't seen anything about such a thing. Can you give me any details as to what this is about a goat being added to Cult of the Lamb? Ah, it's a multiplayer feature. Okay, that would explain the animated short I saw where it was like the lamb and the goat fishing on the pier, catching a big fish, and the goat just letting the line go. Is there any lore significance for it? Or no? Is it just sort of a, yeah, this is a second player? Not sure. That's fair. That is fair. Three turns to go. Sieg, try not to die. Because he's about to NP our ass. And Sieg got his ass handed to him. Okay, so it's a relatively new thing, this underwater town. That's interesting. So, it sounds like it's a gradual work in progress. I'm sure they'll do it. They had to probably test, pardon the pun, they had to test the waters to see how an underwater town would be received, is what my feeling about the matter is. Also, Oi is totally gonna be rinsed next turn if this does not end on this attack. Interlude complete. Breathing so hard. There you go. Not bad at all. You can play up to 8 players multiplayer. Damn. That's more than Stardew Valley, isn't it? Stardew Valley is like a 4-player max, I think. At least that's what I remember seeing on streams. Could be wrong, though. Good, because there's 3 farms to take care of, so if somebody likes that, they can have that area. Oh, so you actually take care of multiple different farms at once. That's pretty cool. There you go. Not bad at all. If you continue training regularly, it will only be a matter of time until you master the sword. Whew, we're finally done. Aw, damn, I'm all out of juice. Don't think I can take another step. I'd offer to carry you, but I'm afraid I've hit my limit too. I'm sorry. Happiest exhausted faces I've seen. Alright, I suppose I'll just have to carry you both myself then. You know, that was a lot of fun. That's not good. I shouldn't be thinking about having fun. Why not? There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, dude. Do you really think so? Why don't you ask the person you trust more than anyone this? Own unique things with unique crops. That sounds pretty cool. I might have to look into it. What did you say it was called? Summer Haven? Not that I can really afford it right now without a job, but Sun Haven. Sun Haven. getting it in a Google search there. Just so I can maybe take a look at it if it ever comes on sale on Steam. Sigurd's gonna talk to Bryn. Heroes are defined by fighting, by protecting the weak, by never smiling. That's why smiling would only weaken me. At least that's what I thought. So this is clearly pre the summer camp summer. I see, so that's what happened. What do you think of my weakness, my beloved? Oh, my dear Sigurd, you haven't grown weak at all. You're still as heroic as you ever were. Just as you once learned how to smile kindly around me many years ago. Now you've learned how to smile around many people. That's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you've become more human, more like the person you were meant to be. And I think it's wonderful. I see. Then I owe it all to you, my beloved Brynhild. If it hadn't been for the passion you inspired in me in life, or the loss I once grieved, I would surely not be standing here before you now. You never fail to make my heart beat faster. But that's just what I love about you, honey. That, certainly... Oh, Sigurd. That is so wholesome. You're always throwing me for a loop, so it's only fair that I return the favor now and then. Oi, ho, that's my name. Hey, Sigurd, want to train some more? I just came up with a killer ultimate move, and I was hoping you'd let me try it out on... I'm so sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt your alone time. See, Oi, I told you we should have waited until morning. But, well, how was I supposed to know what you meant? Sorry for bothering you, Sigurd. I'll come back tomorrow. Don't be silly, Hokusai. This is the new ultimate move we were talking about, right? I'd love to see what you came up with. Beloved, would you mind lending them a hand? Of course not, Sigurd. Actually, would you mind if one more person joined us? He's been telling us, quote, I still have no idea why little old me became a saber in the first place. So I decided to bring him along, too. Astolfo? Yep, Astolfo. Evening. Sorry to spoil your date, but I can't wait to have fun training with you. Of course, you're welcome to train with us. Whether you have fun or not is up to you. My swordsmanship class is 99% uncompromising, 1% kind understanding. Yikes, I'll do my best to keep up. Yeah, I feel like Oi came at the perfect time, because just a little later, and she would have seen, something she would never, ever have forgotten. Seagull Stoffeldrew? Nah. Cardboard and Holy Saint. OTP. Though that's not fair. Sieg is definitely more than just a cardboard cutout. My inner feelings may longer be fiercely burning fire. They may now be more merciful like the gentle rays of spring sunshine. Though it does bring the question. Astolfo was brought back to life at the end of Apocrypha. I legitimately wonder if Type Moon has ever considered doing a follow-up series just based on the adventures of a reincarnated Astolfo in the modern world. What shenanigans does Astolfo get up to with nobody around to police him? Like, he doesn't have Sieg anymore. Jean is gone. The Holy Grail is taken away. So there's not going to be any more Grail Wars. What is Astolfo going to... Oh gosh. That world's probably in sheer chaos. I'm just now wondering exactly what it would be like. Akabara would probably love to live in that world. They may not be more merciful like the gentle rays of a spring sunshine. But even so, I can still sense it clearly. Sigurd, the hero. Yes, of course I do. This power stored within me can reach explosive new heights thanks to its entanglements, its relationships with those around me. We're waiting for you, Sigurd. Right, then I suppose we'd better get started. I start by taking a single step forward as I answer the call. Formless and weightless though it may be, there is still energy to be found there, a kind with a name all its own. We call it love. So sweet. Check out these hippogriffs screaming intros. No, it depends. If he's saying that to a bunch of mages, then yes. If he's just saying that to random people, then Astolfo somehow is going to keep things peaceful and calm. Somehow, someway, Astolfo will keep the calm. Alright, I think I'm going to do Chiron's interlude here, and then we are going to be calling the stream. We'll form our party immediately before the battle begins. The great currents of history have a way of sweeping away the differences between victory and loss. In fact, I kind of wonder, would Astolfo go on to become an influencer, perhaps, in the modern world? Today's victor becomes tomorrow's loser, and in time today's loser becomes tomorrow's victor. Still, it seems possible for one to be a loser of their life. Even such a loser may die with a smile on their face if they live their life well. For that same token, there are victors who are driven mad by their regrets, hopes, and dreams forever dashed. Thus, I'm going to teach you how, no matter what transpires in your life, you can die with a smile when the time comes. Hey, Chiron, pretty sure I wasn't smiling when I died. True, there are no guarantees in life. That is part of what makes it so difficult. Is that all you've got to say? Jason, I taught you all a teacher should, and you learned all you needed. Is that not correct? I mean, yeah, but still. Then what happened after was up to you. Regardless of the particulars of your death, you still lived a magnificent life. Huh? History remembers you. Your deeds are the stuff of legend. The same cannot be said for many of my other students, who also learned all that I knew, yet never accomplished anything of note. It truly is a pity. I had many students who excelled at combat, who were wise beyond their years, who were both brave and merciful. Yet the names of all but a scant few have been lost to history. Well, what do you expect? The sheer amount of luck you need to survive adventures like mine is hard to come by for the average hero. Indeed it is. Luck truly is crucial for a hero. And luck is, by its nature, unpredictable and uncertain. The slightest of errors in battle has led to the deaths of many a warrior. Tacticians have been banished because they failed to understand the feelings of those around them. Yep, all very true. Now, can we ask you something? Of course, what is it? What are we doing? On a ship? Interlude. Thus do victors become lions. And losers become tigers. We're here. Crap, the lineup we've got has me really worried about this whole situation. Hey, Sig is back again! Good morning, everyone. I'm Chiron. Good morning, Mr. Chiron. Very nice. Today is the first of 3-day overnight training session in the simulator. Over the course of this training camp, we're going to use every resource at our disposal to strengthen you all. Some of you were chosen because you feel like you still have some maturing to do. Some of you were chosen because you need to improve your mental fortitude, or because you just love training camps. Hey, what about me, Chiron? I'm plenty mature, mentally tough, and I hate training and camps. Excuse me. You're here as my teacher's assistant, Jason, or a summer camp counselor if you prefer. Don't I get a say in this? Not this time. What are you, some kind of demon? No, I'm a centaur. Ba-dum-tsh. There's a horse-headed tormentor demon in hell called Mizu. I think you two really hit it off. Chirp. Oh, Benny. Please note that I will not be your only teacher during this camp. I've also called in Mr. Geronimo for his unique expertise. Good morning, everyone. I'm here to teach you all about something trivial. How to survive in the wilderness. As servants, you're probably thinking you never had any need for such a skill, and you may well be right. But you would also be forsaking the surprising utility of this knowledge can provide. Trust me when I say that no matter what the nation, land, or age, there will never be a time when these skills are not useful. In general, you will spend your mornings learning survival techniques from Geronimo, and afternoons focusing on academia with me. Though be warned that my classes involve a great deal of live combat. As for you, Jason, I'd like you to keep an eye on each of the students and help as needed. I never agreed to this, right? So you haven't. You will, won't you? Yes, sir! Yes, like that? What do you expect? You can't refuse when he's got that intimidating aura thing of his going. I call it super serious workaholic Chiron mode. Just came up with the name on the spot, though. Alright, everyone, let the learning begin! Learning! 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 It's easy to make a fire with Magecraft. As long as you have a well-balanced party, at least one member should be able to make one during a race shift. However, even the simplest Magecraft creates minor magical energy fluctuations and fire is a way of drawing the eye. Imagine for a moment that you are in a dark and chaotic place like a forest or a mountain that is home to all sorts of wicked creatures. Now imagine there's a single pillar glowing bright red amidst that chaos. There's not a being in the world who wouldn't be drawn to such a flame regardless of how intelligent they may be. What then should you do to avoid attracting attention?
Oh, I know, hide the fire.
Incorrect. Oh. And yet there's no way to hide a fire so that it doesn't stand out. Besides, lighting a match in your pocket because you're trying to be sneaky doesn't end well for you. All that said, there is a technique one can use to cook and keep the fire hidden, or at least the smoke. However, what we're looking for right now is not a way to cook, but to stay warm. So, what should you do? Fumakotaro. You. Ah, I see, so you know the answer. Very well then, keep it to yourself for now. Understood. Not seen Kotaro in that getup in quite a few years. That goes for you too, of course.
No problem. Not talking is one of my best talents.
Is that really a talent? Anyway, yes, QMA, do you have an idea?
Yes, the answer is...
love! And why do you say that?
As long as you have love, you have everything you need. It can keep you warm without even a flicker of flame.
Right, Master? Yes, so...
Oh my, you have such a faraway look in your eyes, Master. You must be dreaming of us stranded together with only each other for warmth. I think you're the only one who's dreaming.
You're actually not far off. Really? Fire draws attention, thus the best way to avoid that is to avoid making a fire altogether. So then, how do you stay warm in a harsh forest and mountainous environment without building a fire? The answer is to keep any available heat source close to you without letting it escape. Here's how.
Interesting.
Chiron? Oh, my apologies, I was so absorbed in the lesson I didn't realize I was talking to myself. Thank you, Master. I asked Master for recommendations on other teachers, you see. It was his idea to bring in Geronimo. He's always teaching useful stuff, so... Oh, you don't say, so you've got a teaching rival now, is that it? Of course not, there are no rivals in teaching. So long as they don't spread obvious untruths, all teachers are equally in the right and can be learned from. Yeah, but I should have known you'd say something like that. A great teacher would be a great teacher's pet, too. Oh, Jason, you are jealous, or something. The next lesson will cover Magecraft, but not in the way that you may be thinking. Chiron will handle the more traditional Magecraft lessons. Then, what are we going to do now? We're going to cover what to do after a Magecraft has been used. Once you understand how a particular spell works, for example, if it uses runes or is part of Kabbalah, then you can devise a way to counteract it. However, that only holds up true if you have a caster in your own party or happen to possess magic resistance, capable of deflecting the enemy's spell. Such good fortune is, however, uncommon on the battlefield. In battle, you must expect circumstances to align against you far more often than for you. So what do you do in such circumstances? For example, say you're in a forest and are surrounded by a ring of Magecraft fire, or that the enemy is somehow controlling nearby plants. Let's further say that your only equipment for dealing with this threat is close-range weaponry. What do you do? The fact is that there is no correct answer. Every gulf between deciding to fight or flee is unfathomably vast. Sometimes not making a decision at all can be the right move, though that does depend a good deal on luck. So what you can do now is practice responding to all sorts of different situations, thereby expanding the options we can choose from if the time comes. Chiron. Understood. Alright, everyone. I'm going to describe a number of different situations now, and I'd like to think about how you would handle them. So tired. So tired. You two okay? Not that I'm in any position to worry. I'm so exhausted I can't even think straight anymore. It seemed like they called on you a lot. Is it because you're a caster? My magecraft is only good for destruction. But I now know that I can put my destructive magecraft to other uses with little ingenuity thanks to these lessons. I doubt it'll do all that much for servants, but make sure that you all have something sweet to give your brains more energy anyway. That goes for you too, Master. You're using your head a lot in the next class too, so you want to stock up on sugar while you can. In fact, you should expect to only use your head in the next class, because after the happy, fun, practical lessons comes decidedly unhappy, unfun study time when Chiron bombards you with questions. Hang on, I just remembered that I actually enjoy studying. Learning is wonderful. You're in space because you learned a lot, right, Voyager? Uh-huh. Lots of people learned lots of things, so I could go on my journey. Well, I, for one, am definitely not looking forward to this next class. I'd rather be doing something physical. Same here. I think we'll have to take remedial classes if we fail. Of course you will. And again, I think I kind of want to try taking remedial classes. They'd probably be more chill. What about you, Master? Do you like studying? Kind of, yeah. Studying can be fun. Oh my, that's wonderful. There's so much to like about learning and lots of different things to learn, too. Like how to pursue someone you like, for example. Jason, would you hand out these, please? Yeah, sure thing. Mr. Chiron. Well now, how unusual for you to address me as Mr. What is it? Am I seeing things, or is that a tower over there? That's not a tower, it's a stack of workbooks. Damn, seriously? Oh well, not like I'll be cracking them open myself. I'll have you help me with grading, though. Man, I want to go home. Alright everyone, it's time for Chiron's afternoon class. Each of your workbooks has been tailored to your individual strengths. There are problems to take your classes, stats, skills, noble phantasms, and numerous other factors into account. You'll have to solve the first set of problems quickly and reflexively, and while the second set will require thought and understanding. Rest assured, there are no problems in here that you will be unable to solve with what you already know. Mr. Chiron? Yes, sir. Am I supposed to have 3 times as much work as everyone else? Well, Master, I'm afraid you have so much more you need to learn than the others, so... That tracks. There's nothing better than watching other people struggling through some real nasty trials. But I can't say that out loud, or that demon centaur will force me to help. Man, I want to smirk so much, but I can't. Hang in there, Jason. Bite your tongue. Since I'm sure you're thinking about it now, Jason, why don't you give it a go, too? Hang on, I didn't say a single thing, right? But you thought it, didn't you? Oh yeah, but still. Damn you, Chiron. Shut up, I'm doing maths. Do try to keep it down, Jason. Damn you, Chiron. If I'm going down, you're going with me. Oh, come on, I get enough of that sort of thing from Media. Alright, my master, you may begin. Good luck. Oh, you should know that you'll be dealing with a great many enemies, so you may want to refer to the formula for anti-army noble phantasms. Do you know what Mr. Chiron's talking about? No idea. So we literally fight books, and we have to have Jason in the party as the lead. Oh boy. Caster. Okitan, where is Okitan? Okitan, where is Okitan? There she is! And then we're gonna just swippity swap over to Chaldea Combat. And that'll do. Not too surprising that it is a multi-wave extravaganza. Beep, boop, bop. Water bottle crush. Also, this was a very long interlude. A lot of extra fluff. Nothing wrong with fluff, but there was a lot of it. I've studied this before. Ooh, elbow pop. Elbow pop. Babelesque workbook. I wasn't reading the other things. Glad I took Chiron's class. And I went blasting. Good, good, good. Nice and simple. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It was easy to let it go. So this was all just a big ad campaign to sell your workbooks. Never seen such underhanded marketing techniques in my whole afterlife. And you, Master, quit thinking about how you've grown as a person or whatever. How did you know? It's written all over your face. So what do you think of your battle with the books? What do you when you mentioned that? I didn't expect a little battle. I thought we were talking about image training or something right before they came and attacked us. And while asking us questions from our respective workbooks, no less. You know, I've always been a believer of hands-on learning. It wasn't what I had in mind. Just goes to show that learning takes many forms. How is that remotely fair? Still, you did rise to the challenge, didn't you, Master? Yeah, thanks to me. Indeed, that was some excellent teamwork. Now then, Master, you do know that simply accumulating knowledge for its own sake is ultimately meaningless, yes? Sure. Good. However, not bothering to learn and so remaining perpetually ignorant is certainly not better. Singularities are fairly brimming with the unknown. While our observations can tell us something is amiss, we are often forced to reshift in with little or no knowledge. Under such circumstances, even a simple demonic beast can shake the earth itself, and so one must go in prepared with as many weapons as possible and as much knowledge as possible. That is what it means to fight as a master. There's still a great deal even I don't know. The sheer amount of knowledge accumulated since I breathed my last over 2,000 years ago is almost too vast to even contemplate. For example, I knew all about natural elements like wind, water, earth, and fire, but I didn't know anything about the laws of physics until quite recently. Well, of course you didn't. Besides, what good would that law of the universal gravitation do any servant anyway? Now, in our time, we'd even know that natural laws were a thing. Indeed, Jason, which is why I'm more than a little troubled and ashamed. If I'm going to call myself a sage, then I cannot excuse my lack of knowledge and understanding for any reason. And so by teaching others who wish to learn, I learn more myself. Continue to learn, to encourage your comrades' personal growth, is what it takes to be a victor. Even if you're always losing pathetically, the only true losers are those who stop learning. That's so? Well, in that case, I guess we're all losers. What do you mean? Being a servant means you're always standing on the loser side. Every time we die, we lose everything we gain in our last materialization and start over again from scratch. False statement. So we're not learning anything, right? Not necessarily. Yes, once the battle of the servant was summoned to fight ends, the servant must ultimately disappear. And while their master may remember what they went through, they themselves will not. False. Those who committed evil deeds will remain ever evil, and those who are foolish in life may well remain foolish as servants. So, this is already depressing enough. But even so, that doesn't mean it's meaningless. Even if we should tragically forget everything we learn, I believe there is still meaning to be found in learning. Meaning to be found in learning. And we're still not done! Yo, Achilles, can you help us with something?
Help us, yo.
Yo? But anyway, sure, I'd be glad to help. So what do you want to know? Tactics, strategies, specific techniques? Don't worry, there's nothing I can't do. There's this tough question in the workbook Chiron gave us that... He just ran away! If I never see another Mountain of Chiron homework again, it'll be too soon. Sorry, I can't help! There he goes, providing a great example of the Doppler effect while doing so. That fool, he should know that there is no point in running. Heracles or someone will just scrap him and bring him back. Anyway, here, let me take a look. Sure, here you go. Thanks. This problem builds on information presented earlier, so...
So much homework, I'll never finish it all.
Sorry, Paris, but you're on your own.
I know that, damn it.
You're cute when you're drowning in homework, too. You know, people are going to start treating you like an evil god if you keep this up, Lord Apollo. You're not going to even try to defend yourself, huh? Everybody's having fun learning together. Oh, what a wonderful sight. It's nice. Oh, hello, Master. Have you finished your homework? Sure thing. Excellent. Then as your final assignment, why don't you go help the others with theirs? I believe you'll find doing so helps you just as much as it helps them. To put it another way, I think you'll find that studying together can be a great deal of fun. Yes, sir, Mr. Chiron, sir! Excuse me. That was the burp. And finally, Chiron's interlude comes to a close, and his noble phantasm ranks up to now deal extra damage to Earth attribute enemies. Servant profile updated, but that, even though we can probably do Paris's, is going to be where we call tonight's stream. So, I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. Once again, thank you so much for coming out. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.